Hello people, welcome back to Jon Sheppard Fitness. Today, finally, some sort of apology. We're going to find out. I'm going to go through Greg Doucette's latest video and Chef Rush's with a sort of apology from Chef Rush to Greg. Is it genuine? Well, let's find out.
It'll all get better. Well, let's watch the video and find out.
Official representation here who wants to put out an official statement for me, please.
Stupid! You know I'm not gonna call you racist! He did not call you racist! Why you say the same?
Oh.
So April Fools! I mean, if you're gonna make an actual apology video, you don't start out with a joke. I mean, obviously it's a joke. I get it. I scream a lot. Yeah, okay, I get it. But an actual, honest-to-goodness apology, I wouldn't do that. I mean, if he's sincerely...
I would say something that you shouldn't really be joking about. You know, this is obviously hurt Greg. And for Chef Rush to come out and do a video, fair enough, fair play to him. But it's not an apology. It's just a bit of a mockery at the start, you know. Basically saying, that's Greg Doucette. He's basically a little puppet. It's taking the mick out of Greg in what he talks like. And like we've all said about taking the mick, saying stuff about people, it doesn't matter what race, it doesn't matter what you look like. It can be about anything. The way you sound, you know, the way you look, the way you act, the way, whatever you do, it still affects people. And people can get affected by it. So for doing that straight away, he might think it's funny. It's not funny to somebody who you've accused something of and then done that because you're not friends. The sort of stuff like that is something that if you was friends you could do, and you know, it's banter. But no, that's wrong. He shouldn't have done that.
Obviously it's a joke. I get it. I scream a lot. Yeah, okay, I get it. But an actual, honest-to-goodness apology, I wouldn't do that. I mean, if he's sincerely apologizing, you would make a serious toned message.
So I'm gonna give a couple quick things really quick is to apologize. I apologize not to Greg, but I apologize to his team that let him down.
I'm not apologizing to Greg.
Right. He's not apologizing to Greg. Why is he not apologizing to Greg? Greg is the one who's going to get affected by this. No one else, only Greg. He aimed this at Greg, right? Doesn't matter if it was him personally, if it was one of his team, whoever it was. Greg is the one who's getting accused from this. Not Greg's team, Greg.
I'm apologizing to his team who let him down. So what he means is, I'm apologizing on behalf of Coach Greg's team for letting him down. So he feels my team let me down. Team, you never let me down. Don't watch this video and think you let me down. You did not let me down. What kind of apology is this? He's not apologizing. He's apologizing on behalf of someone else for a mistake they apparently made. Is this April Fool's? It is April Fool's, in fact.
Also his friend who I actually spoke to and told him exactly about me not calling Greg racist, even with my statement saying up there.
So he's apologizing to my friend Johnny Shreve, but not to Greg.
Yeah, what he's talking about is obviously Greg has a friend who's black, Johnny Shreve, and throughout all this arguing and all that, Johnny Shreve has stuck up for obviously his friend, and people have been saying, oh, look at you, Greg, you've got a black person to stick up for you to make it look like you're this, not this racist, which is really bad. And it's like, he's still saying, he's still not apologising to Greg. He's apologising to Greg's team, Johnny Shreve, everybody else in the whole world, anybody but Greg. Why is he not apologising to Greg? Greg is the one with this video. Greg has done the videos where he's physically upset. Obviously, he's not going to show it, but he probably is deep down, you know. And he probably has had threats and all that from this.
So why didn't the video say, Chef Rush apologizing for Greg's staff for letting him down, and to Johnny Shreve, who's been there for Greg the entire time, and not just this time, for years. This is not an apology to Greg. This is not an apology to Coach Greg. I see a zero apology here.
No form, fashion whatsoever did I call him racist, even with the with the DM that someone on his team saw.
So he writes me a DM after the video called Chef Rush, how dare you call me racist? After that video's posted, it had nothing to do with the DM. It had to do with the post he made on Instagram, the public post, where he called out Derek
Mosquitoes.
and Coach Greg and Johnny. You know, the one where he...
This is why it was all a farce. This proves that somebody on Chef Rush's team or himself gunned basically for Greg Doucette and wanted to hurt him and his reputation through the racism card, and thought it would actually maybe destroy him, put him back in his place or whatever. But it didn't, because there is no evidences, and people, everybody from army, ethnic races have commented on Greg's. A person who commented on mine saying it as well, and obviously done videos as well, and it just shows it was a big lie. And I think either Chef Rush or his team realised that we need to do something about this. We need to sort this out. We don't want to apologise to him, because then it looks like we're in the wrong, but we're sort of like joke around about it, saying, oh, it's social media, people do this, people can get into our accounts, hack our stuff, and it wasn't you, Greg, who did this, it wasn't me who sent this. But when you apologise to somebody, then why are you apologising? Because you've got a guilty conscience, and that means he or somebody in his team knew about all these messages and did them to hurt Coach Greg.
Hey, Greg, or moderator, let him know I think we should do a YouTube Live. Didn't want to do a YouTube Live. Do I have to do a YouTube Live? No. No attacks, no BS. This has gone way out of hand for no reason. I did not call you racist, but if you or someone took the post that way, I'll gladly accept that. This is not a setup live. You can have it your way. I don't care. This is actually stopping me from doing my work, which unfortunately you and most don't know about. I'm cool with that. I'll explain my days, my workout. We can even talk roids if you like, but you'll be very surprised. No, not interested. As you know, I'm friends without Mike, Callie, etc. I don't care who you're friends with. You can be friends with anybody. Doesn't mean you're against Coach Greg. I don't judge you based on the friends that you've been friends with. But I have never had an input on you as I don't know you. Well, that's fair. And I know it wasn't you, but someone released thousands of bots on me, which is fine. Every person that I do a video on gets tons of messages, especially one like this where they're attacking Coach Greg. Were they in fact bots? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know how to buy a bot.
That message that he sent Greg, I think it's quite interesting if you read into it. He says, we can even talk roids if you want to, but you'll be surprised. Right. If you didn't know and you haven't watched any of my videos, or you don't know who Chef Rush is, he's massive. I mean, he's got 24-inch arms. He's built like one of the top bodybuilders. He's massive, and he claims he's natural, right? Carry on. I'll let you finish laughing. And he says that we can talk about roids. For one, why would he want to talk about roids? If he's natural, he's not going to really know much about roids. He's going to know the claims. Like me, I've never took anything. I know bits about it, but me compared to somebody like Greg Doucette, who's been on different cycles and everything, he knows what to do, milligrams and all the different sorts you can take. Why would he want to talk to somebody who... It's like me and Greg having a discussion about steroids. It wouldn't be a very good discussion for Greg, because I'll be like, yeah, I know what that is. No, I don't know anything. So why would he talk about steroids unless he's been on and he wants to tell Greg that, yeah, I do this, I've done this, this is how I got my 24-inch arms, yes, because I've been injecting this, blah blah blah. So and also his friends Mike and Callie, well, we all know they're full of it. So maybe he wants to prove something.
No, I'm not going to comment on the mosquitoes all the time.
I must be special because you
Sometimes
reply
I
to me.
do.
So if someone's threatening me,
That
saying,
is
I'm
wrong.
going to kill you,
You
I'm
should
going to
never,
kill your
ever
family, and
threaten
they come
anybody,
around me, it's
whatever.
not going to be nice.
Yeah, I get it. I don't support that at all. I was arrested for selling steroids to my friends.
I've been arrested quite a few times
Yeah, it
too.
happened. 9 years. Was arrested. Horrible
Doesn't mean
person.
you're horrible.
Yeah, I know my morals are horrible. I'm a horrible human being. I've already talked about this, and guess what I had? Death threat under my door. Leave the building or we're going to kill you. Had the message, saved it for a couple years. Person lived on my floor. Johnny Shreve, he'll remember that guy. Remember that guy, Johnny? The guy with the motorcycle? Oh, and I had to carry a baseball bat in my car everywhere I went because people would scream out the window, we're going to kill you.
So this just shows that Chef Rush instigated this whole plan to gun for Greg. It's obvious. I've watched both of these videos and Greg's not accepting this apology. It's gone too far. It's not just like a normal row. He's done something that's quite... It's personal because he's getting accused of something he hasn't done, but it's not like he's nicked something from a shop or something, which you'd be like, yeah, whatever. It's something that can affect your life for a long time. This could affect your life. It could get death threats. He could walk down the street and see a few black people and they go, oh, that's that racist, and then get beaten up. It could be, something like that could happen, and that's all because of Chef Rush. And it's not right what he's done. It is disgusting. And I think what Chef Rush has done is doing a video, because obviously he has done a video, go and check it out, the full video, but he's made it worse in a way, because he's tried to apologise and message Greg a couple of times saying, hey, let's sort this out, let's make a video together, blah blah blah, trying to be best buddies, and Greg's not having none of it, because it's gone too far, and now he's saying that he personally didn't send the messages, like saying he was a racist. So now his team, which are not here anymore, so somebody from his team, or he's blaming somebody from the team, which is also a very risky doing, because if no one from his team have done that, he's accusing them of a liability that may be himself. It's a load of rubbish, it's absolute a load of rubbish. You have control over your own phone, your own Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, right? Like I say, unless you're an absolute megastar, even The Rock does his own videos sometimes, and it's you that controls what wants to go on, because in the end of the day, it's about your life. It's not about anybody else's life, it's about your life. Whatever I post, I have to do it. So if I was a multi-millionaire megastar, I could choose to have Facebook or not Facebook, Instagram or not Instagram, YouTube or not YouTube. And in the end of the day, if somebody was running them for me, they will still have to come through me to make sure it's okay, because that person I might hired might be there to try and ruin my reputation. So you want to know what they're putting on, and it's got to go through you. So it's an absolute mockery what he's trying to do. He can't apologise to Greg as well. So it's really, really wrong. So pretty much the rest of the video is Greg ranting and, you know, not believing a word of what Chef Rush said. He's pretty offended still from what he has said, and I think he's made it even worse on his part, because he's not accepting what he said. He's sort of like floating around the area trying to apologise to everybody else, but not the main man himself, which is Greg. And he should have just either not even done a video or just gone to Greg privately. At least he's admitting to it. Chef Rush could be telling the truth and could be saying it could be one of his team. Like I said, they're no longer with him anymore. So it could have been, oh, who's this Greg saying that I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. Sort it out. I'm too busy, because he could be too busy. And they've gone, here you go, should I put that? And he's like, yeah, do that, that's funny. And then didn't think anything would come from it. Obviously, Greg then did another video and it just blew up even more. Anyway, what are your thoughts on it? Do you want me to do the 2022 push-ups from Chef Rush and see if I can actually do it? And hopefully this is the end of it, unless they meet up in the dark alley and sort it out. Hey, they could go into a celebrity boxing match and do it all for charity. There you go. But there's nothing else to say about it. It's just a waste of time now. It should be just put under the bed and finished with, because there's no more. And you know, it's time to find a new victim. You know, Chef Rush is just, he seems a nice person. When you watch his video, he does seem a nice person. But so does Greg sometimes. Greg seems a nasty person on most of the time on his video, but it's just the way he is, you know. And so with social media, it can be toxic. It can be very, very, you can say one thing and it can be taken a million times. Whereas I've done videos. I did a video not so long ago about my dieting hacks. I got massive amount of thumbs down and hate for it. I haven't heard from any of them since that, which pretty don't care, because I stick up for myself. You know, people read or listen or watch, and as soon as they hear something, that's it, boom. They don't think about it, they don't realise what else is in it, and they go, oh, that's it now, I'm going to look at it in that way, and that's it. That is what I feel like, and that's what I've seen, that is what I think about this. And they don't go and think, well, actually, yeah, you can do that, you can do this and that. But, you know, and that's one thing about my channel, I hope, and that's what Greg's channel's like. It's honesty, reality, you know. It's not all butterflies and, you know, sugar-coated candy everywhere, you know. It's real, and I hope that's what people like about my channel. Anyway, I hope you did like this video. If you did, give me a massive thumbs up, and I will see you next time.